I assume that you're here partly because you want to know about clutter and how to prevent it from building up in your house and how it prevents you from being ready for opportunities that are coming. So who here thinks they have a lot of clutter in their house? That's kind of what I figured. So what kind of clutter builds up in your house, Sharon? Mail. Okay, great. Anybody else want to volunteer?
Paper.
Paper. A lot of paper. Yeah, you agree?
I have the walk-in closet, which I haven't seen since I moved.
Your walk-in closet is so crowded with work things. Okay, so it's turned into a walk-in office. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. What kind of clutter is that? Clothes. Lots of clothes. Anybody else? Shoes. You know, I'm not a shoe person, as anyone who's seen me on a day-to-day basis knows. And this is about as fancy as I get. But I was amazed how many clients I have that have shoe things. I got one client down from 75 pairs to 50. I thought that was a major coup. But yeah, that's a big thing with women, the shoes. Yeah. Books. Books, that's another thing as well. So, what?
A lot of books too.
Clutter is anything that gets in the way. So if it's valuable to you, it's not clutter. So you know, one man's clutter is another man's valued possession. So that's one of the things that we'll talk about. What I want to explain to you, and does everybody have a copy of my little handout? Okay. So why does holding on to clutter limit your future? So the first thing I want to mention is how holding on to clutter prevents new things from coming into your life. So I'm going to give you an example. When I was young and my sister was just out of college, she moved into her own one-bedroom apartment in Queens near my parents. And my mother used to joke that if my sister ever got married, her husband would have to bring his own closet with him. And so in her own way, she was keeping people out of her life by filling up all her closets and her whole house. And then when she did get engaged, I remember my mother telling my aunt that it must be true love because she emptied the closet for me. So if you think about what are the places in your life where you have stuff built in as a way of sort of keeping the world at bay, keeping the world away by loading up things that prevent new things from coming in. Another thing is that clutter represents failures and disappointments. I'm sure nobody in this room has this issue, but some of us have clothes hanging in our closet that we can't fit into anymore, and that we will never fit into, no matter how many times we go back to Weight Watchers. And when you have clothes hanging in your closet that are size 8, and you know you're never going to see single-digit sizes again, how does that make you feel when you see it in the closet? Bad, shitty, yes, thank you. It makes you feel like crap. It makes you feel like a failure. So, she calls it like she sees it. So why would we want to keep things in our lives that we can see all the time that make us feel like crap? Why would you have something like that hanging around?
False hope.
False hope? And is false hope a good thing? Does false hope allow you to let new things into your life? No. But thank you for answering that rhetorical question before. Another thing we have is, I've seen this with my clients. If you have people who have been laid off from a job or left a job that they loved under circumstances that they're not particularly happy about, maybe the company moved away, they bring home bags of stuff from their job. I'm seeing some nods here. And then you leave this bag of stuff sitting in your apartment. And every time you walk past it, you feel terrible because you don't work there anymore and you love that job. Or maybe you hated that job, but they fired you, and how dare they? So this bag of stuff represents a lot of bad feeling. So my recommendation is clear it out, get anything that really is legitimately like the shoes you kept on the bottom drawer, put away in your closet with your other 75 pairs of shoes. Go through the papers and move that stuff away so it's not sitting there in the middle of your living room, in the middle of your bedroom, the first thing you see when you walk in your closet. Because again, it's representing something in your past that you would rather move on to. What's another thing that we hold on to that represents disappointment? Who here has ever had a relationship that went bad? All right, well, you people are raising your hand. Love letters, photos, ticket stubs from shows you went to together on the night that your beloved said, I don't think this is working out. Get these things out of your life. These are holding you back. These are clutter. These are things that make you feel bad every time you look at them. And what about gifts? Have you ever received a gift from somebody and you really don't like it? But you can't get rid of it because it was from your mother, your sister, your best friend, your husband. And every time you look at it, you think, oh, I wish that person hadn't given me that. It's such a waste of money. It's a waste of my space. I wish they got me this, that, or the other thing. Or even worse yet, I don't even talk to that person anymore. And every time I look at that, it makes me feel bad that I don't talk to this person. There are thrift shops that would love to have that gift that they can sell to enhance their charitable organizations. So don't be ashamed of taking things that people gave you that you don't like and getting them out of your life. We all live in New York. Nobody has enough space to hold on to things that we don't like. We don't have attics and basements and garages that we can't even fit our cars in because they're so loaded with stuff. This is why I like to organize in the city. So let's get these things out of our lives that we think are holding them back. Who here still has their college textbooks? Okay. And of all of you who have raised your hand, are any of you actually working in the field that you studied in college that you need to hold on to? Okay. We have a few people here who actually, the textbooks are relevant to the life that they have now. I just want to tell you that I got rid of the remainder of my college textbooks just last year. And this year is my 30th anniversary from graduating college. So you see, even organizers fall into those traps of, but I might need that linear programming book someday. No, I don't think so. So those are things, just sort of move them out. I don't care how great your college days were. That's the past. This is the future. So let's take all of those relics from your past and let's move them out of your house and let in the beautiful future that you hope is going to come in and replace all those old memories.